It's hour number two of the SS experience. So Ronda Rousey kind of did a little bit of sneak dissing towards the WWE. She fell back a little bit, and when I say a little bit, kind of like all the way like curved them. She said that she's just not down for the the fake fighting and the fake fans. A little bit harsh to go with the WWE fans, but that's a whole nother story right there. Go ahead and hit me up on my IG live. We're gonna talk about it. All right, shout out everybody on the IG live. Yeah, I love doing episodes. I love basically working from the crib. This is like the shit. So I watch wrestling, right? So I'm like, let me know on the chat if y'all watch wrestling. Like if y'all watch WWE, SmackDown, Raw, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Even if you watch TNA and ACW, I'm not really into those wrestling shows or wrestling, you know what I'm saying, drinks, but if you just follow wrestling, you know what I'm saying, let me know in the comments. Let me know who y'all rock with. Let me know who's like your favorite wrestler and all that shit. So when I was reading into it, like Ronda Rousey never had that vibe of I really want to be down with the WWE. It was like it was always for the check, and you knew it was for the check. Like a person who comes from mixed martial arts, who's known for knocking bitches out, and when I say that, I don't mean to say that like in the bad way. You know what I'm saying? I could say knocking women out, but you expect her to come to WWE. It's all playful. It's acting. Now, I should have added a disclaimer to this, which I don't think kids would be listening. But if you're an adult and you have a kid that watches and loves wrestling, you know me. I'm gonna keep it all the way a buck. So like, turn your phones away, or if you listen to the re-recording, like turn your kids away because this is about to get real, and I don't want to ruin wrestling for them. They'll forgive you later. So we all know wrestling's fake. You know what I'm saying? The matches is predetermined. It's pretty much choreographed and a lot of acting going on. So you take Ronda Rousey and you put her in an environment that's, as she say, fake fighting. She's not going to be happy with that. She's not happy with predetermined, you know what I'm saying, predetermined just wins and losses. Like you go into a match, she's used to going into a match winning and basically knocking everybody out. Now she's supposed to go into a match and she already knows if she won or lost, and she just has to act her way through it. And I'm not even going to perk. Ronda Rousey is like a C actress to me. You know what I'm saying? And I've seen her in a couple of films. This isn't just off one. She was in a movie with damn it, I'm forgetting. Who was the dude? Mark Wahlberg. I think it was like 22 miles or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Where they had to transport a dude 22 miles, and like throughout the whole 22 miles, everybody's gunning at him to try to free the dude. You know what I'm saying? She was eyed in that. Fast and the Furious. I mean, it was more or less fighting, so she was eyed, but her verbals in that wasn't all that whatever. I think there was another movie she was into, but again, it wasn't that great. Her part. So the WWE just never really seemed like a natural fit. So for her to come out and be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, this is fake fighting. Like I was listening to, I think I was listening, which is funny as a bitch. I was listening to Dan Lebertard. Like he actually about to give me some news that I'm about to use on my podcast. This is funny as a bitch. I'm always slinging him shit that he never uses, but I'm about to use one of his shits that he was talking about in his show. So one of the wrestlers, Alexa Bliss, I think she just won her and Nikki Cross won the SmackDown Women's Tag Team Champions, or if it's not SmackDown, basically she's a Tag Team Champion now. But when she was doing events with Ronda Rousey, whether it was sparring or I think it was more or less sparring in practice, but maybe during matches too, Ronda Rousey gave her concussions. Like think about that for a second. Fake fighting, choreographed. You already know what's going on. How the fuck do you get a concussion from an individual? Now, you can get a concussion if you smack some shit, because they definitely jump off shit and throw you against steel and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So you can get a concussion like that, but in a sparring match or just practicing, hell no, you're not supposed to be getting a fucking concussion from that. All right, so give me a minute. I'm trying to read these comments real quick. I'm a SmackDown guy actually, because it's easier for me to watch Fox than it is for me to watch USA. I be having my cable package is like mad limited, so yeah. USA is an extra channel. Weird as a bitch, right? Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. She should have never been in the WWE. I mean, I get it, you getting it for a check, but she kind of should have just did it kind of like how Gronk's doing it for real, for real. Like Gronk's doing it in like the funnest way possible. You know what I mean? You host WrestleMania, you find a way to get yourself a belt, which again, this is all predetermined. It was already written to happen and shit, but that's like the playful way about it. You know what I mean? You got Ronda Rousey like in weekly matches and all of this shit. I'm not saying she's supposed to be like, which actually I might be saying that she should have actually probably been more like a pay-per-view type act. For real, for real. Like every pay-per-view or every, you know what I'm saying, main event or main like, you know, like Survivor Series and all of that shit. You gotta fight Ronda Rousey just for the fuck of it. That would have worked way better, and she probably would have enjoyed that bag a lot better than doing weekly episodes and obviously play fighting. Good luck for rocking with me on the live. I know some of y'all might not be in the areas where, you know what I'm saying, this show is like on radio, but it's on the app, it's streaming, you know what I'm saying, fuck with me. Welcome back to the SS Experience, and shout out everybody that was rocking with me on the live. You know, Ronda Rousey should have just never been in the WWE. It was pretty much a big money grab, but when it comes to getting the bag and the check, you never can be mad at it, and I'll never hate that. But fake fighting, a little bit harsh. The kids is listening. All right, so this is the SS Experience. We be back.